That's right.
Opening statement, and then we'll do some questions.
Obviously, second week in a row, disappointing game for us. I'm really disappointed in the number of penalties we had. I thought the taunting penalty really hurt us. That's just 100% selfish, and not thinking about the team, and that will be addressed and handled. It really just stalled our drive, and it was taunting. It should have been called, and that was really bad. I thought our defense played a very good game. Took the ball away. We had a late game or early game adjustment with we have to move a bunch of guys around, and I thought there was no panic on that side of the ball. Offensively, we can't do anything right now. We just can't. We've gone from being able to do anything we want to not being able to do anything the last 2 weeks, and I got to find out why. And I think I know the reason, and we just got to get back to being crisper, because right now we don't do anything right on offense. So that's where we are right now. It's my job to get this thing fixed, and I plan on doing that.
Coach, obviously the offense is kind of stuck in a rut as of late.
Yeah, no kidding.
4.4 yards per play today.
Whew.
What are some adjustments that you got to make moving forward to kind of have those big plays that you had the first 4 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, teams are trying to keep everything in front of them. They're playing off and soft, and when they play off and soft, we got to take what they give us. And what happens is, it creates some long drives, and the hardest defenses to play, in my opinion, are the ones that play off and soft and make you be patient. And usually on a 12 to 15 play drive, you're gonna make a mistake at some point. You're gonna have a holding call. You're gonna have a false start. I can't tell you the amount of times. What your first name? James, I can't tell you the amount of times today we were in second and long and forever. It had to be an 8 or 9. Had to have been. And so that makes it really hard. And so it was sloppy. I was disappointed in the penalties. The game just felt sloppy, and it was just sloppy. I'll leave it at that.
Coach, you guys, after losing the last 2 games, what is your message to your guys to kind of get them back on track for the remainder of this season?
Yeah, what I told them is this: in every professional football season I've been on some 3-win football teams. I've been on a Super Bowl team. There's a point in that season where you either do this or you do this, and we're there. That's where we are. And you can go one of 2 ways. You can start pointing the finger, okay, and start blaming the coaches, and the coaches blaming the players, and vice versa, and do all that, or you can circle the wagons. And I know the character in our locker room. I know the character of our coaching staff. We're going to tighten those wagons as tight as we can, and go get back to work. 'Cause that's all you can do. Because we have a darn good football team. We have a short week, and we're playing Saturday against the Stallions. So we have to be ready to go. We have to suck this one up, watch the tape, get back to work. That's all I know how to do is just get back to work.
Oscar, go ahead.
Oscar, 2 weeks in a row, brother.
Thank you so much, Coach. Yeah, it's a tough one, no? But, Coach, I want to say a question, not about the game, about the last Friday was a very sad day for all the people in America and the fans for football. Do you can talk a little about Jim Brown and the legacy of that great running back? Thanks so much. Gracias.
Gracias, Oscar. Thanks for tuning in again, buddy. I've enjoyed talking to you each week. I'll give you a great Jim Brown story. I'm the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns in 2015, and we were getting ready to open the season at home, week 2 against the Tennessee Titans. And I look up. I'm getting ready to talk to the offense and go through the first 15. I look up, and Jim Brown's sitting in the back of the meeting room. And I paused for a minute, and I said, guys, it's not very often that there's greatness in your presence. And obviously, you could argue the best football player that's ever played, arguably one of the best athletes, that's ever been on any field, and obviously, for the amount of success that he had, what a humble man he was, and so very unassuming, very humble, and always a pleasure to be around. And he was always very nice to me.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, the first 4 weeks, your quarterback, Bethel-Thompson, he was very efficient with the football. He didn't turn it over. The last 2 weeks, he's had a few turnovers. Is that something that you say is
Yeah, I just think we've been off everywhere around. It's bizarre where it feels like it's one guy in every play. It really does. I mean, like, you know, we try to slide up, and the second interception, he has a guy hanging on him, and the ball floats, and it's just we opened up the floodgates by up front. We opened our hips too much and let the defender come in and make a play. It just we need to tighten it up offensively. We just need to sharpen it up and tighten it up. And I've been involved in these before. This isn't the first time I've been on a team that's lost 2 games in a row. Okay? There's no need to go home and the sun's going to come up tomorrow. Okay, all right. So all I know is get back to work. That is all I know, and that's all I've ever done in situations like this is get your nose back to the grindstone and grind. And so that's what we're going to do. And if we have to go through and see what our best plays are, and not care about what the defense is showing, we'll do what we have to do. So, but we got to get it fixed.
Coach, your defense made some big stops in the today. I think they were 0 for 3.
They were 0 for 3.
Yeah. Anything you can say about the defense?
Yeah, flying around, and we have some guys playing out of spots today, and it's I thought the defense played very, very well for 2 weeks in a row, and really when you think about it, they gave up 9 points because we threw a pick 6, and so I mean, if you hold a team to 9 points, you should more than likely win the game. That's all I can say about that.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.